Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the MUIC Virtual Open Days 2021, which is happening for 3 days straight, starting today, the 24th of June, all the way until the 26th of June 2021. And this year's theme will be on expanding potentials. My name is Alex. I'm very delighted to be your host for today. If today you experience any issues with our live feed, may I remind you that we are on 3 different platforms: Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and our preferred method, the ZIP event website. Why? Because if you go to the ZIP event website, you can access and check out over 25 online exhibitors and join a dialogue with the senior students and the lecturers alike. What it means is basically you can go in and ask them any question, either by chatting or you can actually call them, ask them any question you want. So today, the first day of 3 will be about business entrepreneurship. To start things off, I would like to invite Associate Professor Julatida Chomchai, MD, the MUIC Dean, to do us the honors of officially starting off the event. Please welcome Associate Professor Julatida Chomchai.
Good morning, and thank you, Alex. Good morning to our valued parents, students, counselors, and distinguished guests. On behalf of Mahidol University International College, I would like to extend a very warm and exciting welcome to you all for our MUIC Virtual Open Days 2021. Our theme this year, as Alex has said, is Expanding Potentials. This theme talks about MUIC's role as an education institution that always aims to challenge students' abilities and widen their horizon. We also strive always as an institution to be better than we were the day before. So this theme of expanding potentials speaks to both our students as well as ourselves as teachers, as administrators, and as an organization. Having said that, our open day today and for the rest of the event will, for the first time, be on an innovative online format that will be a hosted broadcast as well as interactive virtual programs. You can attend live sessions to learn about our 17 programs. You can meet our professors and teachers. You can collect information and ask questions about any of our programs. You can also talk one-on-one with the professors or any existing student at our virtual program fair. Or you can choose to take a virtual tour of our campus and meet our current students to learn more about what MUIC campus life has to offer. We're honored and delighted that you are able to join us during this very special event. We hope that you will find these 3 days to be productive and engaging, and we hope more than anything to see you on our campus as a student sometime in the near future. Thank you.
กราบขอบคุณอาจารย์จุลธิดานะครับ Now, up next, please welcome Dr. Champunut Pongchit, Associate Dean for the Educational Affairs, who shall get us started with our flexible and innovative curriculum, or the distinctive iDesign electives. สวัสดีครับ Is Dr. Champunut with us? Okay, she'll be with us shortly. So for now, I would like to remind you that those of you who are watching us through the event today, we have a special promotion for those of you who wish to enroll with us within the 3 days that we are going on with the Open Days event, 24th until the 26th. What's special is that if you register and apply within these 3 days, there is an application fee waiver, which means you don't have to pay the application fee if you register and turn in all your papers within these 3 days, 24th today, 25th, and 26th. So stay tuned for that. We'll get into those details a little later. So today's program, we will be discussing the iDesign electives, which is flexible and innovative curriculum. After that, around 10:30, we'll talk to Dr. Klitiya as well on the creative technology, which is a new program with a mix of computer science, transmedia design, and communications design, which we will get into that. And here joining us is Dr. Champunut. สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ สวัสดีครับ Okay. It's okay, take your time. Finally glad to have Ajahn with us. สวัสดีครับ There seems to be issue with the microphone. Someone muted your microphone. We'll get this sorted in a bit. Okay, we have you on live. สวัสดีครับ Sorry guys, we're experiencing a slight technical difficulty, but we'll get to it very shortly. As you can tell, our Dr. Champunut is she looks very young, but she has been with MUIC for a long time. I remember the days when I studied with Ajahn Champunut. สวัสดีครับ you're finally joining us. There still seems to be some
mention my age. Hello, can you hear me?
สวัสดีครับ I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, I can hear you clearly on this end when you start mentioning my age. Okay, ka. All right. Okay. Well, okay, I guess we are now. All right. So thank you very much for introduction from our lovely MC, Mr. Alex. Okay, our, of course, proud alumni of MUIC. And of course, one of the the evidence of how MUIC has achieved its curriculum in terms of the innovation in the curriculum, and we are able to produce a very productive graduates here. So today, as the Associate Dean for Educational Affairs, I would like to give you an overview of our curriculums at MUIC. I am not going to bore you with the detail of each programs because there are so many, and I believe that each programs, the program directors and the instructor can actually more, in a better position to share this information with you than me. So today I would like to just explain why should you consider MUIC and what is our flexible and innovative curriculum. At MUIC, we always believed in giving a new academic experience. Okay. So normally, if you imagine a faculty, right? If you imagine a faculty, let's say, for example, a faculty of science, what will you find in the faculty of science will be science programs, from computer science to biological science to chemistry to physics and applied mathematics. all under one roof in the Faculty of Science. But at MUIC, we are very different. Our infrastructures and our establishment is different from the usual faculties within a big university. So within Mahidol University, MUIC is listed as one of the faculties, of course, but we are an international college, which means that within our college, we have many programs from design, science, arts, business, and media communication, and so many more under one roof here. So what does it mean here? It means that we believe in the liberal arts education. Our establishment of the International College comes from the fact that we believe in multidisciplinary learning, the liberal arts education. MUIC has 17 degree programs. As you can see, we are a very well diverse college here, ranging from applied mathematics to biological science to chemistry, to business administration, to media communication, to communication design, to international cultural and global studies, global affairs, travel and service business entrepreneurship, and our newest program, creative technology. As we all know, today's problem is a complex problem. It's a wicked problem which requires multidisciplinary solutions. There is no way that we can solve a very complex global warming problem or climate change problem with just one discipline. So what it means here is that with multidisciplinary learnings in liberal arts education, what we try to create is a critical thinking and adaptabilities in our graduates here. So by combining arts, science, creative, quantitative, and technology together, we would be able to produce graduates who are more agile and be adaptable to today's workplace. Coming back to a complex problem that requires multidisciplinary solutions, we may need environmental science, a knowledge about computer science, and a little bit from business, psychology, engineering, and political science to solve this very complex problem of the world today. I would like to start with our current students and our graduates who are a very good example of how we actually create MUIC and create this experience for them. DITAS is a group of student startup and a social enterprise. What they're doing right now is they are competing for a house prize, and of course they are the winner from Thailand to join the global competition level. A house prize is more or less like a Nobel Prize winner for the student startup project. DITAS actually is a project which comprises of food science students, a chemistry student, and business finance student. So as you can see here that in order to start a business, in order to start something new and innovative, you cannot rely on just one discipline or even two. For DITAS, they come this far because they have a well-diverse team member with their background. And they're all here under one roof at MUIC. Selfin is another example of our students who are a multidisciplinary team. We have marketing students, computer science, software engineering, computer engineering students from Mahidol universities. So our students not only work within MUIC network, but they also work within Mahidol University vast multidisciplinary network as well. I guess we're experiencing something with the slides, so please give us some time to fix this. Selfin is actually the website that creates activity for special needs children. Okay, so there are also the startup group who win the first prize at MUIC. Actually, I think I can go on, right, with my talk while you are trying to help me fix the PowerPoint slides here. Okay, so with the multidisciplinary learning, what we trying to create is this kind of environment where our students can meet and develop a network with students who are from a different background, a different disciplines. So business student can meet up with science students, can meet up with art students, creative students, in order to share and create new innovation. Okay? So that's what we truly believe in, and it fits really well with today's this time open house theme, which is expanding potential. Okay. Okay. I can just click, right? But then, okay. Is it everything okay now? With the admin team, is everything okay now? Okay. So, with our MUIC academic experience, what we believe in is the liberal arts education, multidisciplinary learning, which encourage our students to discover and design their own learning experience, as well as connecting with other students in other faculties for new ideas and innovation. Especially with our new program here, the creative technology, which our students can, under this program, they can go and study at different faculties within Mahidol universities. For example, the College of Music, the ICT faculties, MUIC, and Rajasuda faculty. So what we are hoping to build in terms of our curriculum is just like when you play a Lego, right? Everyone play Lego before when you were young, right? And even with an adult, you may still love to play Lego because Lego allows you to imagine the impossible and to create whatever you want to create. This is how we want our curriculum to be for our students, because we don't want it to be so rigid, so strict that students cannot choose or move around. You can actually make your Lego in different characters, right? They'll look very lovely the way that you want to make it. Can I check if the if on the other end it's they're seeing the screen here? Okay. The general education is the first building block of our curriculum here. With the general education, everyone in MUIC study together. So all the 17 programs that you saw before, all the students from the 17 program will study the general education together with their peers. So that's how you create this friendship network, which can be a long-lasting friendship at the end. Now, this general education will be the foundation of the 21st century skills. Meeting new friends from 16 different majors is our goal here for general education. The second building block is our major. Our major is another Lego that you can just stack up, right? Everyone join MUIC for a specific major. You would like to study biological science. You would like to study marketing, for example. The major would give you a core domain-specific knowledge and skill. So you can choose from 17 different majors for undergraduate programs. Now, as our MC already mentioned about iDesign electives, this is our innovation when it comes to curriculum, because we believe that the learners should have choice and choices when it comes to their learning experience. In the past, the curriculum were, very rigid here, that the students must study certain subjects in order to graduate with certain degree. But today we see that one degree is not enough. And how can we actually allow the student to enjoy a very vast network of diversity of disciplines that we have within MUIC? If you are a business student, you can also enjoy taking classes from communication design, from science, from food science, or from creative technologies, for example. So with the iDesign, students are allowed to choose any subjects that they would like to study, including minors and certificates, in order to complement their existing major. We are now having 32 minors and 24 certificates here, which you can build upon your core degree. So here are some of the examples of our minors from basically every majors at MUIC. We offer minors, 1 or 2 minors, right? Sometimes more than one. We have minors from business, from marketing, from creative arts, from film arts, Asian study, global affairs, travel and international hospitality management. We also have several certificates. Certificates are short courses that students can take under the certain theme. For example, AI and Analytics, Computer Science Foundation, UX, UI, and how to make it work, a gadget developer, hotel design, and perspectives. So what it's going to look like at the end here is that you are starting with general education, which is a foundation for your 21st century skills, and then you build upon to your major, right? Where you have your core knowledge and your core skill. You are now going to complement, you can choose to complement your major with your minor. So for example, you could be a food science major student, and you can actually have the business administration minor. So when you graduate from MUIC, you are already almost ready to go into the business world with your food science core knowledge here. So at the end, the MUIC curriculum is just working like a Lego system where students can pick and choose to a certain extent, of course. We still have required course for the major that you need to take. But apart from that, students are pretty much free to flow within MUIC 17 degree program. Are you ready to discover yourself and find your new inspiration at MUIC? I hope that you enjoy our open house for the 3 days, and I hope to see you sometime soon in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ครับ อาจารย์ ชมพูนุช This was, I must say, very eye-opening in times where freedom is highly valued. So freedom to select and choose what you want to study is very nice indeed. Now, before we move on to the next section, the creative technology, I would like to remind you that our 3 days of event for the MUIC Virtual Open Day schedule, today will be, as I have mentioned, will be about business and entrepreneurship. We will touch up on the creative technology. Also, we'll teach you how, or explain to you how to apply for MUIC which may remind you again, if you apply today, tomorrow, or the 26th, you get a fee waiver, a slight fee waiver, which is nice. And we'll also talk about the business administration program and then travel and business entrepreneurship program. For tomorrow will be Science Day, which is biology, chemistry, physics, as well as computer science, computer engineering, very interesting indeed. Also food science and technology. And then on the final day, on the 26th, we will be touching up on the arts, politics, and language programs. So stay tuned for those. If you can, if you're still in high school right now, you're probably wondering what you want to study. You're probably still deciding, or you want to experiment, So please watch all 3 days of the event. Go to the SIP event website. You can check out the exhibitors booth, check out all the videos, and if you must, you can go to the business matching section on the right side of the website. Click on it, and then you'll have the option of chatting with your senior students or even the lecturers themselves. So coming up next, we have the new program offered at Mahidol University. It's the creative technology, which is, as I've mentioned, is the first time that we have a transdisciplinary program with a mix of computer sciences, as well as transmedia design, communications design. And we will be hearing that from Dr. Kritiya. But before that, I would like to introduce once again to the admissions. So if you register within today, tomorrow, and the 26th, we will waive the application fee. All you have to do is just register on the website, on the SIP event website, and then fill in all the forms and gather all your documentations, then turn them in within today, tomorrow, or the 26th, and then send it to our official line account, line at MUIC friend, MUIC FRIEND. That's it. It's only a limited offer, so first come, first serve, you better hurry. So back to business. Next up, we have Dr. Kritiya Banchongjit, the Program Director of Creative Technology. สวัสดีครับ Okay.
Hello, could you hear me okay? Hello. Oh.
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ Could you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And I have to say that I kind of miss your voice because now that we work from home, I didn't get the chance to drive much, and I used to listen to the news section that you have done on the radio on the way to work. So I'm your big fan.
Thank you very much. Well, I no longer work for the radio station. I only do short ads for them. Like you might hear my voiceover for ads and commercials.
Yes.
But you can also catch me on my series, movies, and lakon.
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Thank you very much. Now, you're going to be talking about the new curriculum today.
Yes.
Right, the new program. Mm-hmm.
Sure. And I actually have a slide to share.
Cup.
Okay, here you go. Okay, so as Ajahn Chompunut and Mr. Alex have mentioned, here is our newest program at MUIC named Creative Technology, which is a multidisciplinary degree, and the degree granted is in arts and science. So just a bit about me as been introduced. My name is Kritiya, and I'm the program director of two programs at MUIC. One is computer science, and another one is the one I'm talking about now, which is creative technology. So later on, when you meet me in the booth, feel free to ask me about both programs, as normally people compare between these two programs to make their career choice. So when we have designed this new program, what Ajahn Chompunut said is exactly the heart and the core of the discipline, that in the new era, you need people with multi-talents, not just one area, but people that can work and think and operate in different environments, as the work environment could change quickly from working um, from having to drive to work, and I still miss that. And then now we work from home, and the skill sets have been changed rapidly in at work, and also what employers and the society have been demanded from the working force. So this new discipline would combine four areas of knowledge together. The biggest one, which you see in green, is the media programming. So when you do creative technology, like the name said, we want to do digital communication that can touch and communicate to the users or the viewers um, with the clear message and something that can convince them of our goal of the media. And of course, right now is the digital era. And if you want to bring your media up more one notch, then you should make it interactive or more creative using a wide range of digital tools. And that is what we focus upon in this major. And of course, to do that, not only that you can kind of set up your media, but you also have to know how to communicate. And that's where communication design come in as the second major part of the curriculum. And of course, the third part of the curriculum is the sound, as sound is very important in create emotion and ambience for the viewer. As you might have known, for example, in horror movies, there have been research that most of the fears in the horror movie, like 60-70% of it, come from the background music and noises. It doesn't have to come from what you see with your eyes. And that's so we're going to also cover basic music theory. Of course, we're not going to train you to be a professional artist that could perform on the stage, but you would know enough to be able to compose nice music and put that into your media to communicate your message. And of course, the last part, even though the smallest part, but is quite important, is the inclusion society. As you have seen from the previous session, if you haven't, if you have tuned into us before, there is a team of MUIC students that have decided. I'm sorry, I'm not. Mr. Alex, you can help me here. I'm not quite sure. I forgot to take note, but I'm glad to learn about that team success in designing an application. Is it for disabled children? I believe, and that could take you up another notch in terms of serving the community and do something great for the humanities. And now that we're entering the full aging society, learning different types of disability also will help you make a better media or applications that could reach more people. And of course, why do we have to do multidisciplinary degree? And as I have mentioned before, digital market jobs have been growing and changing. And now you have seen a lot of jobs titles have changed, not because the name have changed, not the way we spell it, but also in the way that the responsibility that come with it have changed. For example, in the past, we used to call ourselves as programmer because our main job is to code programs. But nowadays, you normally don't hear a lot of the word programmer. You hear developer, software engineer, and then there may be some other names for it, because now you do more. You have to be able to make sure that whatever you are coding gonna be developed into a product that fit the end user, for example. And you might have heard of the term GUI designer or graphic user interface designers, and you still can see that job position. But the new trend has grown into UX, UI designer, user experience, and user interface designer, which cover more than just the graphic. It's the holistic experience that when a person use your application or enter your mixed media, what do they feel? What do they perceive from your system? And my last example is the graphic designers, which is still a hot job. However, if you want to have a competitive edge, now if you could program or make your design interactive, there is a new job title in the market right now. It's called interactive graphic designer. So now you have seen a number of example in the change trend in the digital technology, and that is tied to the communication design. And of course, from our talk with the employers, they love to have people that could do more than just design. That means they should be able to deliver something that comes from their design. It doesn't have to be a full-fledged application, like you can just suddenly sell it on like those application store, but at least you have to be able to like create something that can be touched and experienced so that the team could take it on the full development to launch it into a real product. And if you can do that, you're going to be sought after. And the other two things that are important in terms of, so I talk about the two reasons that are tied to your career choice, and the last two reasons are tied to your study choice at MUIC. Because we have that new program I design where you can select major courses in MUIC that could help you hone your skill, deepen specific knowledge in any area that it doesn't have to be only in your major. Then you're gonna be reaching your goal much faster. So instead of having to take on to the master degree, maybe if you can try to find courses that fit your goal right now, and see if this is enough. If it's not, yes, of course, go on to the master degree. In MUIC, we have so many students that have mixed career path. For example, I have students in computer science that once graduated, they want to help plan automated system for their factory or their family business. So in addition to learn the arts of development, they also have to learn this business side to be able to bridge both worlds. And of course, another advantage of selecting a multidisciplinary degree is that you're going to have a broad view of a number of disciplines. So the more we see, the more we can expand our thought, and we would be able to be more creative in the process. But not only broaden, but once you're done with the required course, you have a chance to deepen your knowledge in a specific area through our set of elective courses. And of course, I design. I'm going to talk a little bit about that later on. So as to mention, another unique feature of this program is that it's the first collaborated program within the Mahidol University. And we have 4 faculties that have helped us make this happen. A multidisciplinary program is something that is cool to say, but when you execute it, it's really hard because you have to pull different expertise and experts from different areas. And we are so lucky here at Mahidol that we have worked together and be able to create this program. As for the College of Music, they would provide the music theory part that we need. For the Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, or known as ICT for short, they would provide us the knowledge of media programming. And of course, the International College would provide the communication design part, and Ratchasudha College will provide you the knowledge about the inclusion society. So what do we learn in this program? We have 4 different parts that you can customize in this curriculum. Of course, the first part, general education. So typically people look at general education as something that they have to go on so boring. But at MUIC, we don't look at general education like that. It's a way for you to broaden your knowledge and practice soft skill that would help you carry them out to be more successful in college and on to your career after you graduate. And of course, it's the time for you to test the water. Like if I want to do minor in computer science, I would recommend you to take some GE in that touch upon the elements of programming to see if you like it this way. If you would like to do finance, there are also general education courses that are in the finance area that would help you kind of grasp the basic understanding of the major. But we don't want you to be an expert at the general education level. We want to help you understand other disciplines as well as develop soft skills that are crucial in the 21st century. And of course, 1/4 of our education would be general education, and about our half of the required credit would be for the major courses, because we still need to build that solid foundations of these 4 disciplines into you so that you could develop them further using the last 2 parts of the curriculum. So the last 2 parts, the yellow and the gray part, are part that you can customize. The yellow part are what we call major elective. So they're still strongly related to the disciplines, but you can tune your area into more media or more technology. Like if you want to do more graphic, more art, thing that could communicate visually or by voice, mixed media, then you go to media. But if you would like to be, for example, front-end developer, you want to be UX, UI designer that can program as well, you want to be a data visualization specialist, which lie into the area of data science, then I would recommend the technology part as your choice. And that is accounted for 12% of the required credits for the whole curriculum. The last part, the iDesign, and this one, we are excited to offer you iDesign because iDesign at MUIC does not limit it to only, for example, computer science or communication design or music, but you can also select for a wide range of major at MUIC, as I have mentioned before. Business, in finance, international business, in tourism, sorry, I'm excited today. In, like Ajahn Chompunut mentioned, biological science or food science as well. And plus, now with the iDesign, you can do double major. Now computer science, for example, offer double major. That means if you want a deeper knowledge into another major, and you deem that going to be helpful to your career, there are going to be more courses than the minor and the certificate. But when you graduate, you're going to know quite well about that discipline as well. And that's iDesign and free elective altogether accounted for 17%. And of course, the special for this integrated curriculum within the Mahidol University is that for the iDesign, you can take courses as planned with your advisor in other faculties that have collaborated in this program. And this slide is to give you an overview of what you're going to be studying throughout your curriculum. Here I left the choice of general education and the elective and also the iDesign because we don't know what you would like to do in that part. It's up to your career choice, and you need to plan that with your advisor But here I present to you the elective, the core part of the curriculum that are required by everybody. And of course, this information is available on the MUIC website in the Creative Technology Curriculum page. And here are example of tracks in both the media track and technology track for the major elective. And of course, as Ajahn Chompunut mentioned, for iDesign, you can take minors, 5 courses, certificate 3 courses, any major course offered at MUIC, and any major courses offered with our partners. Also, in the Mahidol University and abroad, because a number of students, a good number of them have planned for exchange. And if you find a cutting edge course that have never been offered in Thailand, and you found that it's really something that going to enhance your career opportunity, yes, we can arrange for you to take that with our partner institution abroad. Of course, how would iDesign fit into your curriculum to create your career choice? Here are some examples. And for example, if you want to be media creator for medical related issues, like right now we have the pandemic, and I wouldn't say it's a good thing, but it's provide a great example when we talk about media creator, because you're going to see a lot of statistics, a lot of knowledge pieces on the pandemic, but how to be creative and make information easier to understand for your viewer. That is another thing. And if you would like to be, for example, medical related media creator, you should take biological sciences minor, because that's going to help you understand the biological part, for example, anatomy, which is like the course that I'm scared of. Like, then you can build like visualization of the human body where people can touch and click and then see interaction. If you would love to be a social influencer by just taking photo of food and place that you travels, it's really hard to give you a cutting edge to be famous. And you can juice that up by finding a specialization for that career. For example, I have seen a number of social media influencer who write blogs based on data. A number of people write blogs based on the stock price. For example, the trend go up and down on economies, on the pandemic itself and various issues. And if you would like to be a database bloggers, then I recommend doing applied data science minor for the iDesign. If you want to be a game designer, then another thing for iDesign that you can do is that you don't have to take minor or certificates, but you can go and look into various courses at MUIC that teach you about art and design, and find the part that you're still missing, and then add that in your iDesign blog. Or some people would like to learn more about music. Yes, I think that's an excellent choice for game designer. If you would like to be social media manager, and I would recommend marketing courses. For digital designer producer, you might want to pick creative animation minor, because a lot of you can create make it more lively when you put in small animation or a lot of animations, just depend. A number of students that have consulted me within the past half month would like to be front end or web developers. And if you would like to do that, I recommend that you do CS minor. But if you're already good at programming, some people are like now a lot of high schools offer quality programming courses, then you might just take some CS courses and some design courses to help you with that. If you wish to be a full stack developer, that means you can also do the front end and the back end. Thing that you can see, I'm sorry to mention that front end is the thing that you can see with your eyes. What you can perceive is your senses. And the back end is the actual things that working underneath to produce the thing that you can perceive. And to be the full stack developer, I would recommend that you do a double major in CS, because being a developer takes time to develop your skills. So you would graduate about 2 terms. You would take 2 terms more, which I think is worth it if full stack developer is something that you wish to be your career after you graduate. And of course, the last one, which is really, really hot right now, we have graduate alumni who work in the UX UI designer area, and now she's working with Google. And there are a number of them in many countries. And for this one, we recommend UX UI and how to make it work certificate. And of course, the minor and the certificates and courses in other major that I mentioned, you can find these details at our MUIC website. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much, Kap. Ajahn Kutia. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you well. Thank you.
Okay. From my understanding, one of the beauties of being able to design your own curriculum is that basically it benefits you in 2 areas, or rather 2 timelines. When you first enroll and start up at MUIC, you can pick, let's say, I don't know what I want to study yet, so I can dip my toes in different wells and see, okay, this is the way I like, this way I don't like, or this is nice, I want to try it. And then once you move towards the final days of your educational period, you can also select, okay, I want extra areas of expertise, because that is crucial in today's technological time. Because I have to start first that I love gaming, and I also love movies. I'm a movie geek, so I know some of these geeky facts. For example, back in the days when ILM started, they didn't have any programs for graphics engines. So basically, the graphic designers for Jurassic Park, for Terminator Judgment Day, for Sphere, they had to code their own program for each of the effects themselves. I remember just one of the names of the program. It was called Make Sticky. It was a program that was used for when I'm going to go into geek terms. When the T1000, when the T1000 Terminator has to walk past a metal bar and go through it like liquid goes through solid substance. That was a program called Make Sticky. They just wrote that on the go, and it took them 3 months to write that, put them in, and which is very interesting, which is very intriguing. So all of you students, all of you who are interested in going into that area of expertise should really make use of this iDesign.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you have mentioned that, Kun Alex, because that is really what we wish the student to do, to bring something new, to ease the life of people that produce the media, and also do something groundbreaking, something that exciting, and bring the media and technology society to another level. And I'm glad because we have somebody in the media business like you that give this example. Is really great. Another example that I would like to add, but because I'm from the computer science, so this example is quite academic as well as industrial, because in the past, if you recall, I don't know if you when we do animation, every scene got to be drawn by hand. But nowadays, when you do animations, we drew like one major scene, and you can correct my terminology. I'm not good in like the movie terminology. One major scene and another major scene, and now we have programs that do interpolation of how a character would move in between these two major scenes. In the past, everything has to be reproduced. And that's also was an advanced research in computer science about 20 years ago. And now it's just a common technology and something like that. And we don't want you to like change the world, but maybe adding something good to it, one small thing at a time.
Can advance the world. Yeah.
Yep.
Agree. Because back in the day, Walt Disney Studio, they basically filmed actors going through each scene, and then they used that footage of actors' movement and draw over each movement. But today they don't have to do that anymore. They can draw and then animate. There are so many different ways you can animate characters these days, which is wonderful. And we have a choice of picking. Do you want to go full-on animation, or you want a mixture of animation and CGI, or go full cell shading or full CGI? It's just a wonderful list of choices you can make.
And this advancement couldn't be possible unless we have people that understand both or different disciplines. They might not have to do everything themselves, but at least people that coordinate in the middle got to have a good understanding of each field that they're dealing with.
Yes, because once you understand more than one aspect of the workflow, you can then mitigate. You can properly oversee the work to make it smoother. Now,
exactly.
Do you have any recommendations for the iDesign? For example, I saw one of the courses was for VR, AR.
So that's example, one is in, sorry, go ahead.
For example, if I were interested in doing work with, let's say, gaming VR or gaming AR, which course, which curriculum should I pick?
I would recommend that you, let me skip back. So for the, hold on. So let me reshare it back. So for the, I just realized, sorry, I'm new to this technology too. It's kind of fun, but let me video over it. Okay, I found it. So if you want to do VR, AR, which is really hot also right now in the industry, I would recommend that you do the media track as the major elective. So in major elective, as mentioned, there are two tracks, the media and technology. In the media, we as the name suggested, we do augmented reality. You can do data visualization, virtual reality, game design and development. And in technology, we stress more on internet, on things that more on the, what we call hardcore side. For example, artificial intelligence that include machine learning or Internet of Things or IoT. Do I answer your question?
Yes. It's very good. So I'm pretty sure any other questions our students have, they can ask you through the SIT event website, where they can directly chat with you in the program.
Sure.
So I would like to wrap this up. Thank you very much, Dr. Kritiya, for your time and efforts. We're going to move to the next section. So, once again, for those of you who want to learn more about the Creative Technology course, you can go to the SIT event website, click on the business matching, and then you can find Dr. Kritiya, our program director for the Creative Technology, and chat her up. You can either text her or call her, which is available through the website. For those of you who are viewing on our Facebook Live page or YouTube Live page, I highly recommend you check out the SIT event website. Just click on it, register, because once you register through the SIT event website, you're eligible to receive the e-certificate and receive our exclusive MUIC teddy bear. So you can, cuddle at home. Also, once you do that, once you register through the MUIC virtual open days through the SIP event website, you can, if you choose to enroll at MUIC, you can get a application fee waiver, which means you don't have to pay for the application fee. All you have to do is pay for the exam fee itself, not the application fee, but the exam fees, basically TOEFL, writing, and math. Okay, so it's like a sales promotion, which is nice. We can save money during COVID times. Coming up next is someone who will explain to you exactly how to do just that, how to apply for MUIC. So because you're probably all now eager to apply today after hearing all these courses. So here's Kun Pachara Singreung, admissions officer, to explain to all you guys how it will be done. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ Good morning น้อง Alex Hello
เดี๋ยววันนี้จะมา
Hello
you will hello yes I can hear you so
Yeah.
you will explain to all our lovely viewers today how to apply for MUIC.
Sure so for today welcome to the MUIC admission section so I would like to introduce you how to be in the prestigious university and interesting curriculum that will be presented by the whole day to the many divisions. So we start from the admission, which is the first step to enter to MUIC. Okay, so for MUIC, we have the application period 4 rounds a year. So for the first round, we have passed in April. Okay, and the soonest is the next week in this coming Monday on the 28th of June until the 12th of July. So those who can apply for this round is for the graduated student, either from Thai school, international school in Thailand, or from overseas who have received the high school diploma and transcript already. And we have the written examination date on the 24th to 25th of July by the online. Okay, due to the pandemic situation now, we cannot hold the exam on campus, so we can hold the exam all in online. You can do it at home. And if you pass all the criteria and the process, you will begin in 13th September for the first trimester. Okay, let's start for the track in MUIC admission. We have two different tracks. So I will explain you briefly. The regular track, that means you have to do both written exam and interview. So the regular track is for the applicant who don't have any English or math score. So they have to take the MUIC entrance exam with us. And then if they pass, they will go to the college interview. And then they will join the college for the next trimester. And for fast track is for those who already take the exam from external tests, for example, IELTS, SAT, etc. For this track, they need to submit the score regarding the criteria. So they will be web for the written exam and only interview will be done for them. So to be clarify more about the fast track and regular track, I put in the easy step to get into MUIC. So first of all, you just go to our website in step 1 and then sign up and then fill out the application form. So I will have the demo after this so you can see how to apply. It's so easy. And then for fast track, you need to upload all of your high school documents, other required documents, and especially your English and math proficiency score, as you see on the screen. So if you submit all of this, you will pay only for the application fee. But if you apply within these 3 days, you will be waived for it. Okay. And when we review all of your document, we will arrange for the interview for you. And when you pass the interview, you will be accepted to the MUIC and start in this coming September. Okay, for the regular track, it's just only one step more than the fast track. So you do the same for the step 1 and step 2. Register online, submit the application online, and then we will review your score first. If you don't have any score, we will assign for all examination subjects. So for MUIC entrance exam, we offer 3 subjects for the exam, which is TOEFL, paper-based, essay writing, and math exam. And if you pass for the exam, you will go to the college interview. And if you pass the interview, you will go to college in September, the same as fast track. There is question from the student ask that the regular track and fast track is the same route or not. I do confirm that it's the same route. So you can submit the document and apply in the same. And ask for the admission officer, we will review your document and your score. And then we will automatically assign you which track you apply for. Okay. And if you have any question for today, you can bombard the question in the SIP or call to this number later. We have the staff ready to answer your question. So next, we will demonstrate the step to apply online. Okay, first of all, you go to our MUIC official website, muic.mahidol.ac.th. And then you go to the admission, undergraduate, and then Thai student and foreign resident. Okay, so on the right-hand side, you will see many information. It's useful information to prepare before you take the exam. And we have also the online examination guideline. You can study from this page. Then how to apply. So we have 2 tracks as I informed you earlier. So these are the required documents that you may submit. You can check on this page. Then step to apply. So I go to the MUIC online application website. So you have to fill out all of the information for this. And when you're done, you will receive the activation email. So you go to check your email, and then after you activated your email, you can do the login. So I will log in to show you. Okay. Good. And when you log into your account, so you can click create the application. But since I have saved my application for this route, so I cannot click it anymore. But the information will keep display at the bottom of the page. But the UI, user interface, still remain the same. So when you click create the application, it will ask you to choose the period. So you can select Thai, non-Thai, or overseas. So if you are Thai, that means you have holding the Thai ID. For non-Thai, for foreign students who reside in Thailand or study international school in Thailand or study in Thailand, you can click non-Thai. And for overseas is for the student who never study in Thailand before. So this one is the different process that we will talk today. And when you select, you have to select the period, which is the second entry during 28 June to 12 of July. Remind that the last date of application submission document is on the 12th of July. Okay. And then you put your Thai ID and this section. If you're not used to be MUIC student before, you just skip it, just no. And then you put your personal detail over there. And then you agree. Put your emergency contact. And put your educational background. You can put your type of the school you graduate from. Put the institution name. If you your school is not in the list, you can put other and you can type your school. And then put the enrollment date when you join your school since the high school from grade 10 and then graduate from grade 12. Okay. And then for next, you have to select your major to apply. Please remind that you can apply only one major for the application. So we have 17 majors. So today we have all the booths, so you can study for the detail of any major you interest, and then you can fill up the application form today. And then you have to select your educational background. So we have many, so you select the one that corresponds to your school. Okay, and when you select, you have to upload all required documents. So you just click select and then upload anything, the required document according to the subject. And also for the test score, you can upload your English and math proficiency score. For example, if you upload IELTS, so we have the procedure what to do before submitting the score. You can read on this site and then upload your score and put all the score you have. But in case if you don't have any score, you can still apply, but you have to take the written exam with us for all three subjects or for the subject that your score did not yet reach the criteria. Okay, and then you click next. Then you will see the information regarding the exam code, etc. The exam code will be announced on the 19th. So you read the information here. And then you click this and then you submit the application. And after you submit, we will review your document within 3 working days. Okay, so when you submit, your interface will show that you are waiting for the approval from us. So I ask for the admission office will review your document. And for those who submit within these 3 days, will get the fee waiver, right? For the application fee, 1,000 baht only. But please remind that you have to submit the complete document. Don't upload any document and then just click submit. That will not correct. So we have to revert back to you. So when we have reviewed your document, you will receive the email. You have to log into your account again. And then if your document is not complete, we will leave the remark on your remark. Then you have to click update your document and re-upload again. Or any section you have to complete the information. And when you submit again, and if we have finally reviewed that your document has been complete submission, we will assign for the QR payment to you to pay. You will see the examination subject, and then you click to pay. The QR code will appear. You can scan the QR code from your mobile. And when you finish payment, you will receive the email stating that the payment is successful, and your examination card will display on your screen. This is the complete process of the application. And next step is either you take the entrance exam, or if you fast tag, you just wait for the interview. Okay, this is the briefly process of the admission procedure. Okay. Hello, no Alex.
Hello, สวัสดีครับ
Hello.
Thank you very much for the very thorough explanation. For those of you viewing at home, if you missed any of the details, this live video is recorded. You can watch it later while you apply. Or if you get lost, you can also send the text message asking any questions to the official line account, line at.
Yeah, or you can contact this. Yeah. You can call to the number or email to
or email, but I would say the most convenient and real-time connection would be through the line at. Correct?
For today is the SIP event. You can bombard your question to the chat box, and then the staff ready to reply you.
All right. And Kun Pachara krab, I believe you have a special promotion for today as well.
Yep.
Because the second round of admission starts on the 25th, right?
Normally the schedule start this coming Monday, but today until now we have already opened the application period, so you can fill up the application.
It's like a special application period for the 3 days that we're having the open day program.
Yeah, we have already opened the application. Yeah, you can access to the website now.
Okay, can you give us a little bit more detail about this special offer?
For the special offer, if you apply within these 3 open days, so normally every applicant has to pay for the application fee, which is 1,000 baht. But if you apply within these 3 days, so the staff will check all of your document submission, and when it is complete, the staff will contact back to you, who will get the fee waiver for the application fee. But only 1,000 baht for application fee waiver. For the examination subject cost will not be waived. Okay.
Hey, 1,000 baht is a lot. You can get one whole buffet meal.
Yeah.
So, it's better to save right now during these times. So in my understanding, you basically have to register on the SIP event website, right? The MUIC Virtual Open Day. And then once you register, you can then fill in all the forms and upload all the documentations, or rather save all the documentations, fill them all up and send them to the line official account, MUIC friend, correct?
Yeah.
And then how many people, because this is a limited offer, how many people or how many positions are we offering here?
The staff will review all the documents first, and then we will contact back to the applicant who get the offer later.
Okay, so first come, first serve, better hurry.
Yes. We have the creation time of the document submission, so we can check who is the first one.
So if you're watching this, you want to be an early bird, apply today or until the 26th. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for Monday, correct?
You can apply right now until the 12th of July. We have opened it, so you can do that. But if you apply later on from the 26th, the fee waiver is not available. So you have to pay like normal application.
Okay, so the 1,000 baht fee waiver will only apply for if you register today, tomorrow, and this Saturday.
Yeah.
And another special giveaway is that if you apply and register today or within these 3 days, you will get an e-certificate, right?
Yes, the corporate communication staff will connect to you for the certificate, and will
And a
connect
teddy
you for the applicant who is eligible to get the free waiver. Yeah, because we have to review all the documents you submit, and only the applicant with the complete document will get the free waiver, not all applicants.
Okay. Thank you very much ครับคุณพัชระสวัสดีครับ
Welcome ครับ
We're going to take a quick break so you guys can relieve yourselves, enjoy your lunchtime, or plan or chit chat with the lecturers as well as the senior students who are available for contact through the business meeting or business matching part of the SIP event website. When we return at 1 p.m., we will continue with the business administration and the travel or tourism division, as well as the graduates program. So please stay tuned. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.